God says, finally, you found this special message sent by God. If you skip this, your door of blessings will close forever. Listen to God now before it's too late. Don't ignore. Right now, heaven is reaching out to your heart, and this message is not here by accident. This is not just another thing you scroll past. This is the moment heaven chose to get your attention, because there's something urgent in the Spirit concerning your life. The Lord is speaking to you. He is calling you by name. He knows how long you've been waiting, how heavy your heart has been, and how many silent tears you've cried when no one else was watching. This is a divine moment. If you believe this, comment, Amen. God is not speaking to your ears, He's speaking directly to your soul. The words you are about to hear were planned for you before you were even born. He wants you to understand something very important. He is saying that this is your moment of turning. This is not a warning meant to scare you. This is a loving call to protect you from delay, disappointment, and destruction. Do not ignore what God is saying to you in this message. Please, take a second to like this if your heart feels something stirring inside, because this is not a coincidence. This is divine timing. When God says, finally, you found this special message, He's not speaking of chance. He's referring to the set time He has prepared to speak into your situation. You have been walking through confusion, facing closed doors, enduring silence, and praying prayers that felt unanswered. But God saw every single moment. He has been watching you press forward when everything around you seemed broken. This message is His way of saying, I never left you. I was waiting for the exact moment to reveal what I am about to do next. You need to know that when God speaks of the door of blessings, He is talking about opportunities you didn't see coming. He is talking about restoration, healing, provision, and favor that can shift your life completely. But when He says, the door will close forever if you skip this, it means that the season of grace to move is now. There are moments when God moves quickly, and those who are listening receive the breakthrough that was prepared for them. This is one of those moments. It is a time-sensitive release from heaven. If you believe this, comment 1111. God is saying, listen to me now, because your future is connected to your obedience. He's been trying to get your attention through dreams, signs, quiet whispers, and even through your pain. He has been trying to say, my child, do not give up yet. Your answer is coming. And now, through this message, He is speaking plainly. Don't let this pass you by. There are blessings hanging over your life, ready to fall like rain, but they are waiting on your yes, on your surrender, on your decision to trust that this message is not ordinary. It is filled with divine urgency. Heaven is alert, angels are watching, and your heart is being pulled because something in you knows this is for you. You have reached the place where everything can change, and God is asking you not to walk away from this moment. The enemy has tried to distract you, delay you, make you doubt and feel forgotten. But God is roaring over you now with fire and mercy. He is saying, no more delay, no more missing the mark. This is your hour to rise, to believe again, and to step into what I have prepared. You were born for something greater than your fear, your anxiety, your past, or your failures. The voice of God is breaking through every lie and every fear to tell you, you are chosen. Heaven has written your name on the scroll of breakthrough, and God has not overlooked your faithfulness. Even in your weakest moments, He saw your effort. He saw how you kept walking even when your feet were weary. This is why He says, finally, you found it. Because you made it through the valley, and now He is handing you something you've been praying for, something your soul has been aching to receive. Do not take this lightly. When God says, if you skip this, Your door of blessings will close forever. It is not to frighten you. It is to wake you up to the importance of divine timing. Not every moment is created equal. Some moments carry the weight of destiny. This is one of those moments. The window is open. The heavens are moving. The Lord is leaning toward you, ready to pour out favor and miracles beyond what you asked for. But you must hear Him now. You must listen. Let this word settle into your spirit. Let it stir your faith back to life. Let it remind you that God is not finished with your story. You are not forgotten, you are not too late, and you are not beyond repair. The enemy wants you to feel like nothing will change, but God is telling you that everything is about to shift. If you trust this, comment 222. God says, "This is not a normal day. This is the day I've marked to tell you you're about to step into a season where my power will surround you like never before." He is clearing the way in the Spirit. He is removing obstacles, healing wounds, and preparing blessings that will make you cry tears of joy. Your family, your health, your dreams, your calling, your finances, and your relationships are all being touched by the hand of the Almighty. This is not about how good you've been or how strong your faith is. This is about God's love that never gives up on you. His grace is running after you right now, calling your name, wrapping around your heart, saying, "Please don't turn away. Please don't scroll past. Please don't let this moment slip through your hands." He's not mad at you. He's not disappointed. He is waiting to flood your life with a blessing that makes up for everything you lost. What's really behind the 7-second brain trick exploding online? A leaked CIA ritual is turning heads and bank balances. Backed by neuroscience labs, this at-home method removes money blocks and unlocks unstoppable wealth flow. But the page could vanish any time. Click the link in the first comment before it's permanently deleted. He is speaking with tenderness and urgency. He is saying, "I know the pain you've carried. I know the nights you couldn't sleep. I know the questions you're too afraid to ask, but I am here now. I am speaking clearly now. This is my voice reaching for you. Heaven has opened a door, and you're standing right in front of it. Will you walk through it before it shuts?" Heaven saw the battles that tried to crush your spirit and the loneliness that made you question your worth. The enemy tried to isolate you, confuse you, and drain your hope, but he did not succeed. You are still standing. You are still breathing. And now God is stepping in to remind you that you are His, and you were never forgotten, not even for a second. There's a reason the Lord has been so patient with you. Even when you were slipping away in your faith, even when you felt numb and tired of waiting, His hand was still stretched out over your life. He waited with such love and compassion, never turning His face from you, never withdrawing His covering. Right now, He's not just asking for your attention, He's pulling you into His arms. You've been carrying things He never intended for you to hold. You've been trying to be strong for everyone else while your heart was quietly breaking. But now God is saying, "Let me carry it for you." There is a shift happening right now in the spiritual realm. What was stuck is being loosed. What was broken is being healed. What was lost is being returned. The voice of God is not coming to condemn you, it is coming to lift you. You are being raised from a place of survival into a place of overflow. You were not created just to get by, to barely make it, to wonder if peace will ever be real. You were created for purpose, for joy, for wholeness, and for the deep, unshakable love of your Father in heaven. If this speaks to your soul, comment 333 to declare your faith. You are not at the end. You are at the beginning of something beautiful. This is not the season of shutting doors. This is the season where the right doors fly open. The kind of doors no man can close. The kind of doors that no fear can block and no enemy can sabotage. The Lord is not asking you to figure it all out. He is asking you to trust Him. Even when the path looks unclear, even when your strength feels gone, His power is made perfect in your weakness. When you can't walk any farther, He will carry you the rest of the way. Your pain is not being ignored. Your prayers were not in vain. The seeds you've sown in tears are going to come back to you in a harvest of joy. The Lord has counted every tear, every sleepless night, every whispered prayer you thought no one heard. You were never unseen. You were never unheard. The silence you endured was not rejection, it was preparation. God was strengthening your roots while the world saw nothing growing. But now, everything is about to blossom. He is speaking into every area of lack and calling it to life. That financial burden that has felt like a mountain is about to be moved. That loved one you've been praying for is about to encounter God in a way you never imagined. That dream that felt buried is about to breathe again, not because of your effort, but because of His grace. His timing is perfect and His promises are true. When He says He will open the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing, He means it. He is not a man that He should lie. He keeps His word. So don't give up now. Don't walk away when you are this close to seeing what God has been preparing behind the scenes. Sometimes it gets hardest right before the breakthrough. The pressure increases, the battles get heavier, the attacks come faster. But that's not a sign of defeat, it's a sign of birth. You are birthing something in this season. A new strength, a new vision, a new level of faith, and a new chapter that has been written by the hand of God Himself. You are not alone in this. Even when no one understands your journey, God does. He walks beside you when others walk away. He fights for you when you are too tired to lift your hands. He covers you in your sleep, and He speaks over you even in your silence. His plans for you are not over. His miracles for you are not finished. What you thought was the end was only the beginning of the most powerful testimony of your life. This is the moment to open your heart again, to surrender the weight of disappointment, and to let God flood your soul with peace that passes all understanding. You've been holding on with all you have, but now it's time to let God hold you. He knows how to restore what was broken. He knows how to redeem what was stolen. He knows how to make all things new. There is nothing too far gone that He cannot reach. No mess too deep, no past too painful, no mistake too big. His mercy is bigger than your shame. His love is stronger than your regrets. He is not intimidated by your struggles. In fact, He steps into your struggle to show you just how powerful His love really is. He is not asking for perfection. He is asking for surrender. Your breakthrough is not coming from what you can do, but from what He is already doing. Doors are opening even now. Chains are breaking even now. Healing is flowing even now. The presence of God is surrounding you even now. And if you pause for a moment and breathe, you will feel the peace of heaven resting on you like a soft whisper saying, "You are mine." The secret ritual they never wanted public is finally out. A 7-second brain technique backed by leaked CIA data and 4 neuroscience labs is helping families erase debt and attract money on autopilot. But this miracle won't stay public long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's gone forever. Every delay is turning into divine setup. Every setback is turning into a testimony. Every moment of weakness is turning into a display of His strength. You are not being overlooked, you are being positioned. The battle was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to reveal the power of the one who fights for you. He is mighty to save, faithful to provide, and gentle to carry you through every storm. Let this word sink in deeply. Let it break the lies of the enemy that said it was too late for you. Let it silence the voice that said you missed your chance. The voice of God is stronger, surer, and filled with truth. He is still writing your story, and the chapter you are stepping into is filled with more joy, more clarity, and more power than anything you've seen before. Even when your faith grew weak and your voice grew quiet, His presence never left. You were never walking through the fire alone. You were never fighting those battles without help. You didn't survive because you were strong. You survived because God carried you in silence. He fought for you when you couldn't lift your head, and now He is about to reward you openly for what you endured in secret. Heaven is not silent about you. Right now, angels are being dispatched on your behalf. Doors are being opened because of prayers you forgot you even prayed. God has been working behind the scenes of your life, orchestrating healing, favor, and divine connections to bring everything together in His perfect timing. And now He is saying, do not look back. Do not let fear steal what I am placing into your hands. The season of sorrow is coming to an end. If this breathes life into your soul, comment 555 as a prophetic sign that you believe this promise. There is something sacred about the pain you've walked through. God is going to use it, not waste it. The enemy tried to convince you that your story was over, that the trauma, the loss, the betrayal, the failure had the final word. But the Holy Spirit is speaking into that brokenness right now and declaring, I am not done with you. In fact, I have only just begun. This is not where your life ends. This is where your real life begins. God specializes in bringing beauty out of ashes. He knows how to take the things you wish never happened and turn them into the most powerful parts of your testimony. The healing you're about to walk in will reach beyond your own life. It will pour into the lives of others. The light that is rising in you is not just for you, it's to lead others out of the dark. You are not just being restored, you are being transformed. What once weighed you down will now become your wings. You are being elevated. The struggle didn't disqualify you, it qualified you for a deeper encounter with God. It pushed you into His arms. It broke everything in you that was never meant to stay. You're not stepping into this new season carrying old baggage. You're stepping in with clarity, with peace, with strength that only comes from being held together by grace. You're not the same person you were when the storm began. You've been refined, you've been prepared, and now the heavens are opening above your head. God is bringing divine alignment to your life. Things that once felt scattered, confusing, and delayed are now coming into place with clarity and speed. That relationship that was full of chaos and uncertainty is either being healed or being removed to make space for what is truly of Him. That financial pressure that has been overwhelming your heart is now being lifted, not just with provision, but with divine strategy. He's not just handing you the answer, He's giving you wisdom to build what will last. You are stepping into days of release. The weight is being lifted, the delay is being broken. The spiritual resistance that has been trying to wear you out is being silenced by the voice of the Lord. He is speaking over you now, saying, peace, be still. That storm in your mind, that battle in your heart, that restlessness in your soul, all of it is being calmed by His love. You are not abandoned. You are not broken beyond repair. You are deeply, eternally loved. There is restoration coming to your family. There is healing flowing into places you've given up on. There is power being released into areas of your life that have felt dry and lifeless. The Spirit of God is breathing new wind into your lungs. Where you once felt tired, you are now being revived. Where you once felt forgotten, you are now being crowned with favor. God is not just healing you emotionally. He is healing your spirit, your past, your relationships, your vision, and even your physical body. You are being made whole, piece by piece, breath by breath, moment by moment. This is not temporary relief. This is lasting change. This is transformation by fire and grace. You are walking into a place where miracles flow freely, where doors swing open without you forcing them, where people are sent to bless you without you begging for it, where peace guards your heart like a shield, and where God's voice is louder than your fear. The time of wandering is ending. You are stepping into your promise. And the promise is not just land or blessings, it is the presence of God dwelling with you every step of the way. He's not asking you to figure it out, He's asking you to walk with Him, to trust Him, to follow when He leads, to let go when He says release, and to believe that what's coming is far greater than what you're leaving behind. Every pain you've felt is being turned into purpose. Every tear you've cried is watering the harvest that is now breaking through the soil. You didn't miss your moment. You're not too late. You didn't mess up the plan. In fact, you're right on time. Because when you surrender to God's timing, everything that seemed delayed becomes perfectly aligned. Is this leaked CIA ritual the missing key to your financial breakthrough? A once hidden brain ritual is spreading fast. This strange 7-second method, confirmed by elite neuroscience labs, activates your brain's wealth magnet. The government may shut this down. If you're seeing this, you are God's chosen child. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. Let your heart be open to what God is saying to you now. Don't harden it because of the past. Don't let disappointment rob you of hope. This is a fresh wind, a fresh word, a fresh move of God for your life. You are being reminded that you are not forgotten, that the hand of God is still upon you, and that no enemy can stop what heaven has already started. There is a crown of glory with your name on it. There is an anointing rising in you that the enemy tried to suffocate. There is a calling on your life that no mistake can cancel. God is not ashamed of you. He's not giving up on you. He is restoring everything. And He's doing it with such love, such precision, such power, that when you look back, you'll understand why the wait was so long and why the battle was so intense. Because what He's bringing is not small. What He's about to do in you and through you is not ordinary. It's divine. It's holy. It's beyond what you've imagined. You are being positioned for something that will not only bless you, but everyone connected to you. Your children will feel it. Your household will feel it. Your future will be transformed by it. God says, "Stay close to me. I am your source. I am your strength. I am your reward." He is pouring out a blessing that will overflow into every area of your life. And this time, you won't have to fight to keep it. His peace will protect it. His favor will surround it. His hand will sustain it. You didn't come this far to be left behind. You didn't survive everything you've survived just to watch life pass you by. You were carried, hand in hand, by the grace of God to arrive right here at the edge of a divine outpouring. For a long time, it felt like you were standing still. Life moved around you, but your soul remained heavy. You smiled when you had to, but your heart knew it was still waiting for something more. And God saw that. He saw how you kept showing up with a tired heart. He saw how you clung to hope even when your prayers felt empty. He saw how you stayed faithful even when the silence felt unbearable. That kind of faith does not go unnoticed in heaven. That kind of endurance is never wasted. Now God is saying, this is the moment where the shift begins. He is not a God of halfway healing or partial answers. When He comes in fullness. When He moves with purpose. What He's about to release into your life will not be stolen, shaken, or snatched away. What you're about to receive will rest securely under His protection and favor. If you believe this is your moment, comment 1212 to agree in faith. He is not asking you to understand the path. He's asking you to walk it. You may not see every step ahead, but He does. And every step you take in obedience is building something you cannot yet imagine. Heaven moves on faith, not understanding. Miracles respond to trust, not logic. God is calling you to step out of the prison of fear and into the freedom of surrender. You don't need to control the outcome. You just need to follow the voice that leads to life. You are not who you used to be. You have been stretched, refined, tested, and pruned. The fire you walked through wasn't meant to burn you, it was meant to burn away what you never needed. That relationship that left you empty, that opportunity that disappeared, that season that drained you, it all served a purpose. It stripped away the noise, the distraction, the things that looked like blessings but would have led you away from God's best. He's clearing the path so that what's coming won't be mixed with confusion. What He's preparing for you is pure, it's protected, and it has your name written on it by the hand of the Almighty. He is not rushing this process because what He's building in you is sacred. You're not stepping into just another season. You're stepping into a holy assignment, one that will require a new level of faith, but will also come with a new level of peace. The kind of peace that doesn't make sense, the kind of peace that doesn't depend on circumstances, the kind of peace that wraps around you like a blanket and whispers, "You're safe now, you're covered, I've got you." That is what God is releasing into your life. Not temporary relief, but lasting rest. Not small victories, but life-changing transformation. Your story is about to turn a corner. And when it does, you will be able to look back and say, "I see it now. I see why it had to happen that way. I see how God never left." Because the truth is, He didn't just stay with you, He carried you. Through the heartbreak, through the loss, through the days you didn't think you would make it, through the nights when sleep never came. He was there, holding you, healing you, preparing you. He knows the weight you've carried in silence, the questions you were too scared to ask, the fears that crept in during the dark, but He's silencing them now. With every word you're reading, He is reminding you that your life is still in His hands. Not one moment has been wasted, not one tear unnoticed, not one prayer ignored. Every word you spoke into the atmosphere was heard, and heaven responded even if you didn't see it right away. There are doors opening now that were once shut tight, doors you knocked on and walked away from, doors you thought would never be yours. God is unlocking them without your effort. He's placing keys into your hand that you didn't even know you needed, not because you earned them, but because He loves you, because He is a good Father, because He keeps His promises. What if 7 seconds is all it takes to flip your financial fate? A shocking CIA leak just exposed a hidden brain ritual helping ordinary people erase debt and pull in massive wealth. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning struggle into luxury fast. But this page could be erased any moment. Click the link in the first comment now, before it's gone forever. This is not just a season of answered prayer, it is a season of fulfillment. What you've been waiting for is finally catching up to you. The divine appointments, the favor, the healing, the provision, it's all coming into alignment, and it's coming swiftly. Suddenly, without warning. But it will feel like home. It will feel like rest. It will feel like everything you didn't even know you needed until God placed it in front of you. He is not just the God who starts things. He is the God who finishes them. And He's not done with your story. There are still chapters to be written, pages filled with laughter, with open doors, with joy that overwhelms you. He's not rushing the ending, He's perfecting it, and you get to walk in it. So don't lose heart. Don't let the weariness win. Don't settle for less than what he promised. The enemy would love for you to believe that this is all there is, that nothing will change, that you've missed too much, lost too much, failed too many times. But the devil is a liar, and God's truth is standing taller than every fear you've faced. You are about to see the goodness of the Lord in a way you've never seen before. You're about to walk into rooms you didn't qualify for. You're about to receive favor you didn't chase. You're about to live in the overflow of prayers that have matured in the soil of patience. What's ahead of you is greater than what's behind you, and it's coming not by your strength, but by the Spirit of God that dwells within you. This is your moment to let go of doubt and grab hold of promise, to stop surviving and start living, to stop waiting for a sign and realize this is it. This is the sign. This is the call. This is the moment heaven aligns with earth and your story shifts. Your name is being spoken in places of blessing. Your heart is being prepared for things beyond your imagination. God is moving, and He's not moving away from you, He's moving toward you. The hand of God is upon your life in this very moment, and the angels are not just watching, they are moving. They are carrying answers, healing, and divine intervention straight into the places you have been crying out for in silence. There is nothing more sacred than knowing the God who created every star in the sky knows your name, hears your thoughts, feels your pain, and still chooses you. You are not random. You are not forgotten. You are not wandering through this life by accident. Every step has been ordered. Every delay has been filtered through His mercy. Every moment that felt like failure was actually forming you for something greater. If you believe that heaven is moving on your behalf, comment 777 as a declaration of divine alignment. You've been trying to carry too much on your own, and God is gently asking you to let it go. That burden you've been dragging through your days, that pressure that's been sitting on your chest, that fear of what's next, all of it is too heavy for your shoulders, and it was never meant to stay there. He is whispering to your spirit, give it to me. You were not created to break, you were created to believe. The time of striving is ending, and the time of surrender is beginning. It's not weakness to fall into His arms. It's wisdom. It's peace. It's the most powerful kind of faith. Because true faith isn't pretending you're fine. True faith is admitting when you're not fine, and still choosing to trust that God is. Even when everything in you feels tired, He remains strong. Even when everything around you looks like a storm, He is still the anchor that holds. He is not moved by what you see. He is moved by what He spoke. And He spoke blessings over you before you were ever born. He called you His own long before you knew His name. His plan for you was never just survival, it was always abundance, healing, purpose, and peace. But sometimes the path to that promise doesn't look like we imagined. Sometimes it looks like losing everything we thought we needed, so God can give us what we actually need. You may not understand what He's doing right now, but you don't have to understand it to trust it. The wind does not ask your permission to blow. The waves do not wait for your approval to move. And the Spirit of God is not waiting for you to have all the answers. He is just waiting for your yes. Your surrender is the key that unlocks the door to everything He has prepared for you. God is not asking you to be perfect. He's asking you to be honest, to open the parts of your heart you've closed off because of disappointment, to expose the wounds you've hidden because you were afraid no one would understand, to tell Him the truth about how it hurts, how you feel stuck, how you're tired of pretending you're okay. And in that honesty, He will meet you with grace so gentle, so healing, so overwhelming, that you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. You don't need a crowd to receive His glory. You don't need a title, a platform, or a perfect prayer. All you need is a heart that says, God, I'm yours. Even in my weakness, even in my mess, even in my fear. And with that, heaven begins to move. Because God doesn't wait for you to clean yourself up. He comes to where you are and cleanses you with love. He sits with you in the ashes and begins to build beauty from them. He sees the nights you lay awake with questions that never seem to have answers. He sees the moments when you smile in public but break down in private. He sees the weight of the life you've been trying to carry alone. And he says, "Come to me, all who are weary. I will give you rest." Not temporary rest, not escape. Real, deep, soul-level rest. The kind of rest that heals memories, that calms storms, that breaks chains. People are asking why money is suddenly flowing into random lives. A leaked CIA discovery reveals a 7-second brain ritual that quietly rewires your mind for wealth. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, people are wiping out debt and stepping into luxury with ease. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You are not going backwards. You are moving into the promise. The darkness that tried to consume you was only confirmation of how powerful your light is. You have not seen your best days yet. You have not even touched the edge of what God has planned for you. The breakthrough is not a fantasy. It is already on its way. And when it comes, it will not feel rushed, forced, or confusing. It will feel like home. Because your spirit will recognize what God has always intended for you. You'll know it not by sight, but by peace. You'll know it because it won't drain you, it will fill you. It won't take from you, it will build you. What God brings into your life is always marked by His fingerprints, and you'll feel Him all over it. The relationships He sends, the doors He opens, the blessings He releases. You won't have to fight for what is yours. You'll just have to receive it. And you are ready, even if you don't feel ready, even if you still feel bruised by the past, even if you don't know how to trust again. God is healing that too. He is softening your heart where it grew hard. He is warming the parts of you that went cold. He is filling the empty places with the kind of love that doesn't run out. He is doing what no human could do. He is restoring the foundation of your faith so deeply that nothing will shake it again. So hold on to this moment. Don't rush past it. Don't scroll away. Let His words rest in your soul. Let His promises speak louder than your fears. Let His love wash over every wound and every doubt. You have come so far, and the journey was not in vain. God is not just turning things around, He is making all things new. Even the places you thought were destroyed, even the relationships you gave up on, even the dreams you buried under disappointment. He is speaking life over them now. Life over your family, life over your future, life over your faith. He is breathing fresh fire into your spirit. You will not burn out, you will burn brighter. You will not break, you will rise. You didn't find this word because you were curious. You found it because heaven directed your steps to this moment, so you could be reminded that everything you've endured has purpose. Nothing in your life has been wasted. Not your losses, not your tears, not your waiting, and not your pain. Even when it felt like everything was falling apart, God was holding it together. You didn't lose your way, you were being led, even through the seasons that made no sense. He was pruning, protecting, and preparing you. And now, He's saying, the time of hiddenness is over. The time of silence is ending. The time of harvest is here. If your heart agrees, comment 999 as a witness to what God is doing in your life. For so long, you carried questions that felt too heavy to speak aloud. You wondered if the path you chose was the right one. You questioned if you missed your moment, if the delay meant denial, if God had passed you by. But He didn't. The delay was the mercy of God, not the absence of God. He was holding you back from what would have broken you. He was preserving you for something that required a version of you that had been refined through fire. You weren't being punished, you were being positioned. The lessons you learned in the dark are about to become the light that guides others. You didn't just survive your struggle, you were shaped by it. And that shaping is about to make sense. The confusion that haunted you is being replaced by clarity. The pain that drained you is being exchanged for purpose. God is restoring everything you lost, but He's not just giving it back the way it was, He's giving it back better, stronger, more aligned with His will. This is not a repeat of old patterns. This is not the same cycle with a different face. This is the fresh wind of God coming to blow away the dust of past disappointments and bring forth something entirely new. You will not cry the same tears over the same wounds anymore. You will not fight the same battles. You will not keep circling the same mountain. The season has shifted, and you are stepping into something divine, something weighty, something holy. It won't feel like striving this time. It won't feel like trying to earn your worth. You'll walk into it, not chase it. Because when it's from God, you don't have to force it. When it's from God, it fits. It breathes peace into your life instead of chaos. It confirms His love for you instead of making you question your value. God is doing it now, not because you finally got it all right, but because His mercy never gave up on you. You are still here, and that means your purpose is still active. Your calling is still intact. Your future is still unfolding under God's hand. Every closed door protected you. Every not yet matured you. Every silence taught you to listen for the voice of God more than the applause of people. And now that you've been made still, now that you've been made humble, now that you've been made ready, He is saying, "Watch what I will do." Because He knows how to take the broken pieces and build something beautiful. He knows how to redeem the time you thought you lost. He knows how to bring people into your life who will love you the way He always intended. People who speak life into your calling. People who recognize the anointing in you even when you forget it's there. People who don't compete with your light but fan your flame. He's not just preparing a place for you, He's preparing you for the place. He's enlarging your territory, but first He had to enlarge your capacity to carry the blessing. That's why it felt heavy. That's why it felt lonely. That's why you had to let go of things and people you thought would be there forever. He was clearing the space, not to hurt you, but to protect the promise. Why is everyone rushing to this 7-second brain ritual? Leaked CIA files exposed a hidden brainwave technique that opens the door to wealth fast. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, it's turning financial stress into abundance almost overnight. But this secret won't stay public for long. Click the link in the pinned comments before it's deleted forever. You're going to look back on this moment and see that the silence was sacred, that the waiting was not wasted, that the pruning was for your good. You're going to see the hand of God so clearly over your life that you'll cry, not from pain, but from peace. The kind of peace that tells you it was all worth it. The kind of peace that wraps around your soul and reminds you that He was always faithful. And you're not going into this new season alone. The Spirit of God is going before you, preparing the way. The angels of the Lord are encamping around you. The blood of Jesus is covering you. Every assignment of the enemy against your life is being cancelled. Every word curse is being reversed. Every generational burden is being broken. You are not cursed, you are called. You are not forgotten, you are favored. You are not weak, you are rising in the strength of the Lord. So rise with confidence, rise with expectation, rise knowing that God's timing is not a punishment, it's a gift. It means when the blessing comes, it will come with protection. It means when the right door opens, it will not come with confusion. It means when the right people enter your life, they will recognize your value and never treat your heart like it's disposable. God has been watching, waiting, and working for this moment, and now it's here, right in front of you. Not something far off, not something for everyone else but you. This is your time. This is your word. This is your new beginning. And it starts when you believe again, when you choose to let go of the fear, when you let the past go in peace and embrace the future with faith. Let God be God in your life again. Let Him carry you. Let Him speak to you. Let Him rebuild what was torn. Let Him breathe new life into your dreams. Let Him lead you beside still waters and restore your soul. He never left you. He never changed His mind about you. And He never will. What He promised, He will perform. What He began, He will finish. What He whispered, He will bring to life. So stay open, stay hopeful, stay rooted in truth, because God is not finished. He is just getting started with you, and the best is not just coming, it's already unfolding. Watch and see. You are about to live in the answers to prayers you once cried through. You were held together by grace that never ran out, covered by mercy that never failed, and loved by a God who never gave up on you, not even for a second. There is nothing in your past, nothing in your weakness, nothing in your story that disqualifies you from the goodness He's bringing into your life now. You may have been in a dry season, where every day felt like a stretch to believe. You may have felt forgotten, invisible, overlooked. But today, God is speaking directly to your heart, saying, I see you, I have chosen you. You are still the one I love, still the one I will bless. This is not the end of your journey, it's the turning point. If you feel the Spirit confirming this in your heart, comment 1010 to seal this word with your faith. There is something so sacred about where you are right now, this in-between place, the place where nothing has fully arrived, but everything is starting to change. That's where miracles are born. That's where God takes the seeds you sowed in pain and begins to water them with favor. That's where you begin to see the hand of God turning things around that you never thought could change. Do not despise this part of the process. What you feel as delay is actually preparation. What seems like silence is actually strategy. God is not late, He's precise. He's aligning every piece of your story so that when the blessing arrives, it won't come with sorrow or confusion, but with peace and power. You are not behind schedule. You are right on time for the miracle that has been appointed just for you. There is a divine clarity being released over your life right now. Things that used to weigh you down are falling off. Thoughts that used to confuse you are being silenced by truth. People who never saw your value are being removed, not out of punishment, but out of protection. Because where you are going, only those aligned with God's plan can walk with you. The circle is getting smaller, but the anointing is growing stronger. He is not trying to isolate you, He is trying to preserve you. The voices that once distracted you will no longer have access to your spirit. The confusion that once clouded your mind is being cleared. Because now is the time for focus, for purpose, for peace. God is giving you fresh vision. He's showing you what's next, not with noise or chaos, but with stillness and conviction. And you will know the next step because peace will lead you there. You don't have to chase the blessing is chasing you. You don't have to beg for favor is your portion. You don't have to strive to be seen. God has already written your name in the places you're meant to enter. The time you thought was lost is being redeemed. The years you spent surviving are about to be honored. And the strength you gained through the struggle is becoming your foundation. You are going to walk into rooms where your name was spoken by people you've never met. You're going to see doors open without you knocking. You're going to see restoration in areas you forgot how to pray for. This is not hype. This is not wishful thinking. This is the reality of what happens when heaven invades your life with purpose. God is not releasing random blessings. He's releasing intentional breakthrough, the kind that transforms, not just entertains, the kind that builds legacy, not just comfort, the kind that breaks chains for generations. What you carry is not just for you. The healing in your life will become the healing in your bloodline. The freedom in your spirit will set others free. Your surrender is not small. It is shifting the atmosphere around you. Is this the same CIA brain ritual changing lives in seconds? A new leak reveals a powerful 7-second technique developed under secret research. Backed by neuroscience, people are moving from debt to wealth and luxury faster than believed possible. But this secret may be deleted soon. Click the link in the comments before it disappears. Even when you feel unqualified, even when you feel unsure, even when you feel unworthy, God's grace is more than enough. You're not walking into the future alone. You are being led. Every step is guided. Every decision is protected. Even your detours are being used by God to bring you into alignment. You didn't ruin anything. You didn't miss your calling. You are still on the path, and God is still in control. He is healing your heart right now in places that have been aching for years, the wounds that never fully closed, the trust that was broken, the grief you tried to bury, the dreams you thought had died. He is gently touching those places, not to reopen them, but to restore them. The Spirit of God is moving through your memories, through your fears, through your regrets, and speaking peace over all of it. You don't have to hold your breath anymore, waiting for things to fall apart. You don't have to live in survival mode. You don't have to keep bracing for disappointment. You are stepping into days of peace, days of clarity, days of joy that doesn't end when the moment passes. You are stepping into God's protection, not just around your body, but around your heart, your mind, and your future. He is building you from the inside out. This is not about appearances. This is not about validation. This is about transformation. You are becoming the person you always were in His eyes. The storms didn't break you, they revealed you. The pressure didn't crush you, it refined you. You didn't lose yourself, you found the parts of you that were buried under fear. Now you rise, not in your own strength, but in the strength of the Lord. You rise, not with empty words, but with full assurance that He who began a good work in you will carry it to completion. You rise, not with fear of the future, but with faith that what's coming is already blessed. There is so much joy waiting for you. There is so much beauty ahead. The season of lack is ending. The season of wondering if you'll ever feel safe again is ending. You will sleep in peace. You will walk in confidence. You will speak with boldness. Because you are no longer questioning who you are. You know whose you are. Every fear, every burden, every doubt that has been building in the corners of your heart, He is ready to lift it from you. You don't need to keep holding it together when God is already holding you. His hands are steady, His grip is strong, and He never lets go of what belongs to Him. What once made you tremble will no longer shake you, because your roots are growing deeper in the truth of who God is. You may not feel strong, but you are being strengthened. You may not feel prepared, but heaven is equipping you. And when the time comes to step forward into the blessing that is already forming in front of you, you will not walk in fear, you will walk in faith. If you're ready to receive what God has prepared, comment 1515 as your agreement in the Spirit. This is the beginning of your restoration. Not the kind of restoration that just puts a bandage over the pain, but the kind that reaches into the foundation and rebuilds what was broken. You are not being patched together, you are being made whole. God is not restoring you to who you used to be. He is making you into someone stronger, someone wiser, someone filled with deeper love and fire than ever before. The things that used to shake you will no longer have the same power. The voices that used to torment your mind are being silenced. God is taking authority over every thought that has kept you imprisoned in fear or regret. He is bringing peace to your mind and alignment to your heart. You will no longer live in reaction to pain. You will begin to live in response to His promises. You will start to see your life through a different lens. Not the lens of lack, but the lens of purpose. Not through shame, but through grace. The Lord is opening your eyes to see what He sees. When He looks at you, He sees someone deeply loved, completely covered, forever held. He sees someone made in His image, someone worth rescuing, someone worth restoring, someone worth blessing, not because of what you've done, but because of who He is. And He is not done blessing you. He's only just begun. There are miracles on the way that your heart hasn't even had the strength to ask for. There are answers forming in the places where you've been met with silence. There are breakthroughs coming to the very areas where you've felt stuck for years. God is not teasing you with hope. He's planting it, and that seed is going to grow. He has been so patient with you, so gentle in your process. He didn't push you forward before you were ready. He didn't force your healing. He stayed with you through every layer, every tear, every question. He never walked away, even when you felt distant. He knew the moment would come when your heart would open again, and now it has. Now you're ready to receive. There is strength rising in you. Not loud strength, not the kind that needs to prove anything. Quiet strength, deep strength, the kind that remains when the world is shaking. The kind that knows even in uncertainty, God is still in control. The kind that doesn't depend on external signs, but is rooted in the eternal truth of God's faithfulness. You will no longer define yourself by your worst moments. You will no longer carry the shame of your past. The Lord is declaring a new identity over you, redeemed, chosen, beloved, and set apart. You are not who the world said you were. You are not what your failures tried to call you. You are who God says you are, and that truth is not changing. From this day forward, you will begin to notice things shifting around you. People who once drained you will no longer have access to your spirit. Environments that once made you feel small will no longer be able to contain you. God is enlarging your capacity, preparing your spirit to hold more peace, more wisdom, more influence, more joy. He's increasing what you carry because He's trusting you with more. Do you know why people keep whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A leaked brainwave method is spreading quietly and changing financial realities worldwide. Proven by neuroscience, this simple ritual attracts money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're so lucky. Click the link in the comments before it's taken down. But even in the increase, you will remain grounded in Him. He will not elevate you into places that your character cannot hold. He is building you up from the inside first, because what He's doing in you is not temporary, it's eternal. And it is not just for you, it's for those who will be changed by your obedience, your faith, your journey. Your life is about to become evidence that God keeps His word. People who once doubted you will watch in awe as the promises unfold, not because you sought their approval, but because God's favor cannot be hidden. You won't need to explain yourself. You won't need to prove your worth. God will speak for you through the fruit of your life, and that fruit is beginning to blossom. Do not be afraid of the changes coming. They are not signs of loss, they are signs of alignment. God is not taking things from you to hurt you. He is removing what cannot remain in the next season. Every shift is intentional. Every closed door is protection. Every exit is making space for His glory to dwell more fully in your life. Stay close to His voice. Let Him lead you step by step. Even when the path seems unclear, trust that He is lighting it. You don't have to have all the answers to walk in faith. You just need to keep walking, keep believing, keep expecting. Because the God who brought you this far is not about to leave you now. You have been through too much not to see the harvest. You have endured too long not to step into the promise. You have grown too deep not to bear fruit. This is not where your story fades. This is where it shines. The wait has not been empty. It has been preparing the atmosphere for something greater than you could imagine. You have cried in silence more times than anyone knows. You have smiled on the outside while inside your soul was searching for something real. And God saw all of it. He heard every word you didn't say. He caught every tear before it hit the floor. He has never misunderstood your pain. And now, in the stillness of this very moment, He is lifting your heart with new hope. You didn't miss your moment. You didn't fall too far. You didn't ruin the plan. You are still on the path that leads to promise, because His grace never lost track of you. If your spirit agrees, comment 1717 as a sign of your faith. There is something powerful happening that you may not yet see, but you will feel it as you continue to move forward. The atmosphere around your life is shifting, the clouds are parting, and heaven is aligning everything that felt scattered. You've been walking through what felt like confusion, but it was really transformation. What looked like rejection was actually redirection. What felt like delay was divine protection. And now the Lord is saying, I'm making all things new. There is healing pouring into places in your heart that you forgot were still aching. Deep healing, healing that goes back years. Healing that covers your childhood wounds, your disappointments, your broken dreams. The Spirit of God is breathing over every memory, every fear, every scar, and saying, you are whole in me. And that healing is not just for your heart, it's flowing into your life. It's touching your home, your relationships, your finances, your future. Nothing is out of reach for God. The same hands that shape the heavens are the hands now holding your story. Nothing is too tangled. Nothing is too late. There is a rhythm to what God is doing, a divine sequence unfolding in perfect time. You may not always understand the steps, but you can trust the one who wrote the melody. He's turning your mourning into dancing, your heaviness into praise, your fear into faith. You will not always feel this tired. You will not always carry this weight. There is freedom coming, and it is not something you have to earn. It's already been paid for by the blood of Jesus. The cross already covered your shame, your guilt, your failures. What remains for you is to receive, to open your hands and let go of everything that's been draining you, everything you've been holding on to out of habit, and to say, God, I trust you. This trust will carry you into places you never thought you'd reach. Not because everything becomes easy, but because God becomes everything. Your strength, your peace, your provider, your protector, your defender. When you truly know who He is, the fear begins to fall away. The fear of being alone, the fear of not having enough, the fear of being too broken, none of it can stand in the presence of God's love. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not being punished. You are being called deeper, deeper into trust, deeper into healing, deeper into purpose. Because what's ahead of you is weighty with glory. You're not being prepared for a small blessing. You're being positioned for a life that overflows with evidence of God's goodness. He is putting new strength in your steps. He's renewing your mind, restoring your voice, giving you clarity in places that were fogged with doubt, The questions that once consumed you are being answered not always with explanations, but with peace. Because sometimes peace is the answer you've been needing more than anything else. He's not going to let you miss what belongs to you. What has your name on it is still yours. The delay didn't cancel the promise. It only deepened your character. It made your roots go deeper. It made your prayers more honest. It made your praise more powerful. Now, when the blessing comes, you'll know who to thank. You'll know where it came from, and you'll be able to carry it with humility and strength.